Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 288 of Red Force Podcast. My name's Christian Tolado.
As you can see,
adjusting on the fly.
As you can see, we've had some technical issues. We're back to the garbage can. So this webcam is the OG. It keeps on going.
Hey, it works every time.
It works every time. It won't die. But it's garbage.
At the very beginning, we're here. Some tech issues, but we made it, Christian. We're here to talk about the GOAT beast before we go on break.
Break. Pain and suffering. Because Oda's getting his old man eyes fixed. Big news. See, Eric, this information leaked, and everyone thought that Oda's dying, he's had panic stations. No, he's getting his eyes fixed. For those people who've been reading the SBS, Eric, they know for a long time.
He's got old man eyes.
Oda's been complaining about his eyes. So does this mean Oda comes back and we're back to peak art?
Sky PR?
Is that what he's saying?
Maybe.
It's possible. But Oda's away for 4 weeks. What are we going to do? We don't know. There'll be a JoJo chapter.
There'll be this chapter. Coming back some early July. So we've got time to fill. There
is One Piece Day during that. Who knows what that's going to be. We might get the Netflix trailer probably. A Gear 5 teaser.
We can cook that.
I assume the next One Piece game will be announced. Various things. Of course, they'll have new cards for the card game.
Various things to cook. Sure.
Oda might have a message. Alright, so we've got that. We'll figure out some stuff to do. We might get the King of Lining involved.
29th of July, Nika will turn up.
So there's a lot of things to go on there.
Yeah. Cole's interested, Christian, in chatting about the future One Piece.
Of course, we do this. We've done this a lot, but I think now it's even more.
It's still important. Murky.
Because Cole is like me. He's not convinced to grow a set of fighters. As Dragon says, and we'll get into it, when the God Knights move, that's when the Holy Knights move, that's when trouble starts.
Right.
Alright, not the Gorosei.
What else has been going on?
One Piece episode, Kin Law. Have you seen any clips?
Yeah. Average.
Don't waste the budget on this.
Good.
Alright. Did you see Zoro death scene?
I did.
Why did it get sauce?
Zoro always gets sauce.
Why did it get sauce?
Zoro always gets sauce, and it's required.
Alright. Why did it get sauce? Is death top 1 in the One Piece verse?
Maybe.
Can't be beat. Alright, cuts for everyone. Can't be beat.
Except Shanks. It's obvious.
But Eric, let's get into this chapter. We have big news, big things happening in this chapter. And yes, Eric no longer has AIDS.
Just like Magic Johnson, Christian. Cured it.
Cured. He's done. He's finished.
Right.
He's over it. Alright. Chapter 1086, the 5 Elders, Eric. Now, if we get a color page, and I'm disappointed. Why am I disappointed? I thought Oda was going to do the male version of the one he did last week. But no. We would have had Yamato on it. It would have been great. It would have been spicy. We would have got Twitter very upset.
How rare is it that a color page is a request?
Not that rare.
Right.
That's happened before.
No Jinbei, no Zoro?
No. A few of the Straw Hats, a few creatures, a few animals. That's about it. It's alright.
Color spread.
It's a nice color spread. It's not the greatest. It's alright.
Yeah.
But we're in the chapter, Eric. The Elder Stars, here we go. The 5 Elders. Eric, we'll get into the translations of these titles.
Various
things going on. Eric knows the story here.
Right.
But there are various things we need to talk about with the Elders. And why all the hype has been sucked out of the room. All the hype's gone, Eric.
Based on names alone.
Twitter and the Zoro fans have abandoned this ship.
And they found a new ship, though.
They have. Alright? Now, Eric, we open the chapter with Morgans taking in Wapol and Vivi. He takes them in for the big news, of course.
Right.
A king escaping the revelry. Why? I need to know. Big scoop. Right? Sabo is fucked up. Armor did some serious damage on this man.
Some various other damages from the, maybe the Admiral fights.
No.
This man's cool.
He didn't even clash with animals.
True.
He turned up in the throne room and got
The
sniped.
demon spear got him good.
Eric, the deletion spear.
Right.
Deleted his spleen. He's in pain.
It's gone.
Right? It's gone. Alright? Zappa's in pain. And he catches a trip on the Lucia ship. Is it Lucia?
Sure. Lucia.
It's not. It's Lucia.
Right.
There's too many L's in that.
Right.
He's off to Lucia. Bonnie's off as well.
Right.
And we're moving. We're doing things, Eric. We get into the throne room. Armu wants to use Vegaplank's creation, the Mother Flame. You see, Eric, people thought Oda wouldn't address why they can use the death beam now.
We addressed it.
It's obviously the main plot point.
Hack idiots.
Hack frauds.
Hack frauds. Didn't even remember the whole speech about the Eternal Flame.
Yeah.
And Vegapunk. They just assumed that Vegapunk made the weapon. And Dragon says what he says for no reason.
He says it's an ancient weapon.
By the way, I like how Oda just told you I was playing and what happened.
Yeah, he just told you who Armu is, what he does, what his powers are.
Just like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's basically just told us what it is. Alright, I'm sure there'll be a slight twist on it, but,
right.
You know, we basically know what Armu is now. We did that last week, though. Oda's just kind of confirming it.
Yeah.
Well, what I've been saying for years, and what everyone said was cap.
What?
That someone has to have the immortality surgery, otherwise why does it exist? You know, Ivanko says what I've been saying for years.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Alright. They need to test its effectiveness. Alright? Armu chooses Lucia because it's close. Eric doesn't give a fuck.
Cold, callous.
Armu doing villain shit. Does not give a fuck.
Correct. Whatever.
I don't care. It's not about the rebellion. It's not about Zabo. He's just like,
and
blow it
here
up.
we get the Gorosei names. Now, Christian, before we start, don't look at the notes. Can you name them?
Jay Garcia.
Right.
Top
the guy
man.
with the dreads.
Top man.
Right. Mustache man.
Marcus Mars. Well, Marcus Mercury.
Right.
We got
It's
Ethan
Marcus Mars,
Barron.
isn't
Marcus Mars.
it? Right. You said Marcus Mercury.
Oh,
It's Marcus
but
Mars.
Marcus Mars. Top man Walkery or some shit.
Yeah. Weird.
We got Shepard. We got
Ethan.
Ethan Barron.
Right. You named all.
I named all of them?
Congratulations.
I've got them all, Eric. But Eric, we have Godhead of Snake. Do you want to go into this translation? This is important.
Go on.
What do you mean go on? You're the one who
Read the thing.
I'm not up to the donation.
Okay.
Alright, read the translation notes.
So Godhead apparently is going for a head of state situation.
Yeah.
Now,
Political position, one might
right,
say.
Speaking of Arda in the DMs, Christian and Sigurd, the direct translation in the Japanese is indeed God of War.
Yeah.
Bushin, Christian
Bushin.
translates it. But in some local dialects, Bushin just means leader or political figure.
Like a general or a mayor.
Sure.
So
A head of state would be called a Bushin.
yeah.
So stuff like that, locally.
So it's a local
It's a local term. Local Japanese.
So not
term.
actually strong. Is that what I was trying to say? This is not a title of
and
strength.
by the way, Godhead of Science and Defense, Godhead of Finance,
yeah, it's
Godhead
political position.
of Agriculture, Godhead of Environment.
Yeah.
These are all political cabinet positions. Christian.
That's right.
Ministers.
And we'll get into this political cabinet, Eric.
It went over everyone's head. They're going, oh, does he have finance powers? What is this?
What? No one said it. Eric, who's saying this?
Confused. Oh,
Who's saying they have finance powers?
He's a environmental god. He must be like Grimble. People shook. They don't know what's going on.
I cannot deal with this community.
It went over everyone.
I cannot deal with this community.
These positions that they have went over everyone's head but me. I'm like, am I crazy?
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my
Is
life.
the political knowledge so low?
Eric, that is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Right, and in the official Christian, it's not It's not science defense.
Science and
It's
defense.
science and defense, which makes sense. Because I don't know what science defense is.
Eric, just the level of education and reading comprehension
Oh.
on display on a weekly basis is getting depressing.
Now, Christian, in the Japanese...
How do people not understand these are political counter positions?
I don't know. People get mad when we talk about
Politics.
financial systems,
Eric, we'll get into
taxation.
We'll get to the godhead of finance.
Right.
Because he's making
That's hard.
decisions, alright?
He's dealing with... How's he dealing with the taxations and the funds?
Yeah.
All these questions.
Eric. Are people so, like, stupid? They think the godhead of environment is green ball. What does the godhead of agriculture do? Farming powers?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
People confused, Christian. They don't know what's going on. They think they're like the gods of like, maybe he has the luck. He's the you gotta pray to him for financial gain. They don't know. They think they're like actual gods. It's sad out there.
Who are these people?
Every reaction I've seen, they don't.
Every reaction.
The titles they have to go. Why do they have these titles?
Nah, I saw JD Legends.
JD's
He understands it.
right?
He understands the god of
King,
finance.
Christian, Morge, are way over their head.
Key lining. Things that have financial
No,
power.
but not necessarily. That's more Twitter stuff. But they go, oh, these they're like, oh, god of finance. What does this mean? Warrior god of finance. Warrior. What is it?
Yeah, because Warrior God is a stupid title.
Right. they confuse us on what these mean, Christian. When obviously it's their portfolio which they manage. In the bigger political apparatus, which is the world government.
So Eric, when Oda drops his manifesto, people aren't going to understand it. They're going to understand what the fuck's
They're going
going
to have
on.
to come to us to pick apart why Dragon's manifesto is stupid.
You know, Eric, you know what, Eric? They're going to go to Hassan. They're not going to go to us. And then One Piece will be ever for known
Hassan thinks Luffy is a communist.
Eric, and then forever One Piece will be known as a communist manuscript, and I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad.
Sad.
But Eric, enough about that. We've got... actually, no, we're going to get more into it.
Okay.
I mean the opposite.
Okay.
What I just said.
Sure.
Alright. God of Science and Defense. Jay Garcia-san. We knew him. We know him. We know of him.
But
Probably is Top Man the least threatening, or is Garcia
top man.
Top Man's the least threatening?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. What's this dude gonna do? No. Godhead of Environment. Saint Marcus Mars. That's a raw name.
Sure.
Marcus Mars. I appreciate that name.
Gandhi thrown in the bin.
We'll get there. Godhead of Justice. Top Man
Valkyrie.
Obviously, some sort of Mercury play on words here.
Right. People were sus about the name beforehand.
Godhead of Finance.
Ethan
Baron V.
Nosturo.
Nosturo. Now, people are upset. He's not the god of war.
He's not Mars.
He's not the god of finance. He's not the god of swordsmanship. He's god of finance. People are upset. All the hype is gone. This man, the gods are no longer strong.
It's almost as if they had their demon forms last week didn't happen.
Eric, here's the thing. And we all know what... We talked about this last week.
Right.
The Gorosei, the elders, the only reason why people think they're strong is because Zoro agenda. And the sword... And the sword agenda. That's the only reason why people think they're strong at all. It is the sword agenda... It is a Zoro agenda.
Well, let me throw this idea at you.
Yeah.
Do you think you have to beat all 5 elders to then break Aimu's magic shield?
It's not a Horcrux Harry Potter situation.
Might be.
I'm gonna say
They'll
it's
have
not.
shadow powers or connected in some way.
I'm gonna say it's not that. It's not a
Okay.
defeat the 5 elders and then Aimu is no longer immortal and you can beat Aimu.
What if you have to beat Aimu for them to lose their powers?
Maybe.
Okay.
But Eric, is it a Yuha-Bak situation? Where Yuha-Bak gave his men the power, and once he was defeated, / took the powers away from them, they were defeated.
Perhaps.
Is that what we're going for? But Eric, so we got all the Gorosei names here. We've got their
Christian,
portfolios.
I don't like the ally. Sawyer Silver Mage agrees with that take on the Shadow Man. They're not just silhouettes.
It's Eric.
The OG man.
When I say it, I'm a lunatic.
Right.
When Zoya says it, God of theories and theory crafting. But when I say it, all I get back is cope. You're coping, the silhouettes, not silhouettes, I don't look like silhouettes. Oda silhouettes in a very specific way. We know this, we've seen this.
Christian, the people out there can't distinguish the difference between shading and haki.
The people out there don't understand what a political portfolio is.
Remember Haki Rocks with Law?
We did.
Remember that? Some people get issues out there, Christian.
Just the comprehension level of the readership is poor, alright? But we forgot the godhead of agriculture, Shepherd Jupiter. Now, Eric.
Put it on the nose. Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you just call them by their names? Like, just give him Jupiter. Like, why be cute?
He's gonna do some pun shit with it.
Okay.
Alright. Amu wants Vivi. Still kind of unknown why.
He says I desire Vivi, Christian, which is... It could be taken multiple ways. In the official, but who knows?
You want to?
Okay.
Obviously for some ancient history bullshit.
Some ritual shit.
Yeah, okay. We know this. Alright. S-Croc, S-Gecko, and S-Flamingo are spotted.
Mega looking fresh.
Of course, Eric. Everyone's hyped. Alright, no one's hyped for S-Gecko.
Crocodile with his scar. There's nothing to see here, folks. Just a differential situation.
Yeah. This is Crocodile. Or to say, this is Crocodile. Alright? The scar gives him power, Eric. Without the scar, Crocodile's nothing.
Right.
Alright? They're all going to Bluff Island to go fight Buggy. Did this already happen, Eric?
I think they just say crocodiles at Bluff Island.
But they're like deploy all the Seraphim.
Not necessarily to deploy them there.
Because
we know some go with go to Amazon Lily.
So where the other ones go?
Maybe Mihawk.
Eric, if Mihawk gets packed up by
But this has already happened. I
know. So what happened? Where are they? What happened?
Maybe Baden left or something, or he just left. Because the Blackbeard thing already happened. This is in the past.
I know, but what happened to him, we don't know, right? Sabo tells Dragon what happened in Lucia.
Right.
People wanted to join the Revolutionaries. They were celebrating Cobra's death. Zabo wanted to tell the truth, but once he saw the flames of revolution, he said, "No."
Little sneaky hand to play here.
I love this aspect of Zabo. He's a little dirty. He's a little grimy.
A little grimy situation. I don't like the revolution being built on lies, Zabo.
No. It's interesting. He's not cookie cutter.
There's a
squeaky
dimension.
clean.
I like it.
He's a little crafty.
Christian, it's a revolution. We take wins where we can.
That's right.
I know what Dragon's doing.
I don't know what the fuck Dragon's doing, but I like this aspect of Zabo's character. Go all the way back to Dressrosa. He enjoys crushing Bastille's head. He hates Marines. He loves to see them dead. He didn't give a fuck about fighting
a revolution, Christian.
That's right. And we like to see the savageness and the underhanded nature of Zabo a little bit here.
Now, Christian, is that dono just gonna sit there, or
we'll read the dono now?
Okay.
All right. Who, of course, a friend of the show, Abhishek D. Eric. Hey guys, great work as always. What's the plan for the next month? Now that One Piece is on break, any Hokage recap? Stop asking for the Hokage recap. I have a job. I have work. I can't just fucking sit there all day and do the Hokage recap. Right? Maybe during the Christmas break, when I get a bit of time, can we go over it?
There'll be a JoJo show in there.
There might be a collaborative stream with a few of the friends of the show.
A few of the boys.
We might do a call-in show. Bring it back.
Been a while.
Been a long time, man.
We got Sundays to finagle.
That's right.
Now that we don't have to do a chapter, so
yes,
various possibilities.
Yeah. And if people want the whole Garling recap.
No, they don't.
People want it. They want to see me express why Hokage Island is a great arc.
Right.
Because
they
people like Dritz don't understand what Hokage Island's about.
Make up Sanji character traits. That's what they want to see.
People don't understand what Hokage Island's about, Eric. Okay. It's about men.
Men?
It's about will. It's about family. Okay? It's about rawness.
I'd say family's the major
It's
thing.
the major thing's family, right? But it's about
Rawness. What rawness?
Luffy vs Katakuri.
Okay.
How's that not raw? Explain this. The best animated One Piece episode is still Luffy vs Katakuri.
No.
What do you mean no? That's the whole episode is a peak.
Rooftop, still peak, undefeated.
Animated.
Yeah.
That one bunch.
That's the whole episode. Peak.
Episode 1000? Like,
No, when they get on the rooftop, Luffy's like...
yeah, well, Luffy's does the Red Rock.
Yeah. You gotta watch it again, people forget.
I didn't forget.
Peak cinema. Christian, that episode's cinema.
Okay.
And also when the radio Gashim, when everyone just pulls out their sword and fucking crazy shit with the waves and the fucking Odin and shit.
Okay.
Hype.
But Eric is Odin. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
But anyway. We like to see Sabo being a bit grimy.
Underhanded.
We like Sabo a bit grimy here. It's good to see. When's Dragon gonna do this? We hope Dragon starts being a little grimy too. Right?
Dragon doesn't even deliver the law this week. It's Ivankov.
It's Ivankov delivers a law. Does Dragon know anything?
A strange line no one really picked up from Dragon. He said Robin told us the ancient weapons are real.
He wasn't
Which
sure.
implies he didn't know they were real.
Well, he knew he knew about the law, Eric. He didn't know if they were actually real.
Does Dragon know anything?
That's a good point. Dragon, what are you doing? Anyway. Ivankov tells us that there was an Aimu of the Nerona family, Eric. Yeah, confirmed. This is Aimu's name. Aimu Nerona. Alright? One of the 20 families. Aimu Nerona. Ivankov also pontificates that, you know, there's a way to have eternal life. This character must have eternal life.
Oda just tells us
He just told us what it is.
Oda just gave it away.
Eric, I've been saying this for years. The Flamenco speech, the secret of Marijoa,
It all connects.
immortality surgery. We can officially say Aimu foreshadowing Dressrosa.
I kind of like how Oda did it here because it's sort of a bit over the top, but Ivankov delivers a speech.
Yeah, Volkov's working it out. It's pretty natural. You know, it's not.
There's
it's
big
not
bounds in ideas.
It's not as forced as who's who. You know, being
True.
like, yeah.
True.
It's not as forced. It's pretty natural. It flows. It's not like, you know, Ivankov's just being Columbo here.
Sure, but yeah, I like how Ivankov's delivering these lines because it actually gives you some
It turns out Ivankov's Lawmaster.
Right. Okay.
Dragon, what does he do?
Vegapunk would do that.
He just sits there and talks about Vagabond.
Alright, so
Obviously we know what the situation is. They have Uranus.
let me ask you a specific question. Did York give them the Mother Flame
Maybe.
as a bargaining chip?
That is a high quality theory, right?
Now, York's going to switch on them because they betrayed her.
She knows this.
So, there might be various...
So it's obviously like a limited resource.
Right. Because he's trying to make the Eternal Flame.
He hasn't perfected it yet. Maybe he's halfway there. It's a
Long
prototype.
charge time,
Yeah.
hard to use the weapon.
Eric, Aimu said we're using it because it's close. It
Shout out Grand Line Review who missed this on the first read, Christian. Went right over his head that the Mother Flame's a fuel source, not the actual
They say it
weapon.
in the chapter.
Yeah, but he frames it as like, oh, Ivankov's wrong. Or Ivankov has a theory. I don't know how you missed this. Basic ideas. Does anyone remember anything that happened the week of, like, in the plot?
Eric, characters don't just pontificate theories to waste panel time.
Yeah, I don't know. What
Do people know what storytelling is?
Christian.
The reading comprehension level is poor.
As Christian would say, story economy. Christian, would you have one of your characters a positive theory that's incorrect on page? For like 4 pages?
For no other reason, just to be a red herring.
Right.
No, I mean, there might be other reasons. You might want to do a little twist or a little whatever. But just for a red herring, just to be wrong, waste of time. Waste everyone's time.
So what are we assuming? Uranus requires some kind of fuel source?
Well, obviously, Uranus requires a fuel source, just like the robot,
Now,
ancient
how do you feel-
robot
How do you
does.
feel about the idea that people bringing up that Vegapunk's farming Lunarian bodies like the fucking Matrix to make eternal flames? How do you feel about that?
So he's clothing Lunarians, using their flame. It's too evil.
As a fuel source.
It's too evil.
It's a bit much.
It's too evil. This
Right.
character's supposed to be likable and good. Right? He's supposed to be literally Einstein who created the nuclear bomb.
By
We're doing-
accident.
we're doing parallels here.
No.
He was
He
involved.
split the atom.
He was involved. Alright?
Oppenheimer gets all the credit.
He was involved. He was on the team. Alright? Einstein on the team
Sure.
to make this bomb. But it's obviously a parallel to that. Einstein's still remembered in history as a good guy.
Sure.
Alright? So we're obviously doing something like that. And Eric, we already got Oda's answer on this, by the way, with the Frankie flashback. Is Vegapunk responsible? No. You are not supposed to be ashamed of your creations, Eric. Freedom of expression. Freedom of creativity. This is what Oda's about. It doesn't matter if you make a gun, it matters who fires the gun, Eric.
That's right.
We went through this with Frankie's flashback. Please reread. Please understand. Please understand why there's not a... Please reread, because this is not a communist manifesto, Eric.
Okay.
This is about freedom. This is about free will. This is about individualism.
Sam Harris wouldn't like it.
No. Alright? But Eric, we already answered this question during the Frankie flashback.
How do we feel about the
So-
implications that the D cushion is highly suggested not to be necessarily a blood lineage, but a opt-in banner?
Yeah, I would prefer that than actual like bloodline weird shit.
Right.
Just like a moniker for the crew of Joy Boy or some bullshit. Of the rebellious crew that fought against the 20 Kingdoms.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, obviously, this is the situation. Aimu has Uranus, but it's just sitting there. They had to use the flame.
Suppose the no Me idea is in the Delphi book anyway, because Ivanka hands Zabo a Delphi book.
Yeah.
It's like, here, see?
Yeah.
So, it's recorded.
Yeah. Alright. We already said that, though. Why'd you change the subject?
I'm just saying, it's in the Delphi book.
Alright.
So people, how does Blackbeard know and all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
That's why. I'm a much learned scholar of the Delphi book.
Yeah. But Eric.
You think there's instructions on how to awaken Delphi into that book?
No.
Or what? No?
It's just an encyclopedia.
Okay.
So, obviously, and for everyone who can't read, the Mother Flame is the fuel source of the ancient weapon. It's in its prototype stages. You know, Dragon says Vegapunk wouldn't just create a weapon of mass destruction like that.
Yes, they ultimately did use it for frivolous reasons, but kind of not really, because they're like, yeah, we'll do it anyway, because, you know, they've been kind of sparking revolution there.
Yeah.
It'll send a message.
Well, that's what Aimu's...
That's what I'm. That's a justification to go say.
Yeah.
Use after some hesitation.
Aimu just says fucking blow it up, I don't give a fuck. So, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, it literally did not delete it from people's memories, like people were saying. You know. People saying, oh, I deleted it from everyone's memories, no one knows this
I
place
blew it
exists. No, he blew it up.
Right.
Alright? And it is blown up, and that's another Mortal L. Is he still defending that take?
I don't remember what it was, but
His take is that Vegapunk did something to prevent the explosion of Lucia, either stop the beam or teleport the island.
Bullshit got some wild ideas.
Yeah. So, there you go. Alright, so, after all that, after all those speeches, Eric, you know, ancient weapons, Mother Flame, Zabo, Dragon, can you please say something, do something?
Reverie Connect, all done, wrapped up. We saw seen everything.
It's done. Reverie's done. Now, Eric, do we think this could have just been in the Reverie
No.
portion? Why?
We need Vegapunk information.
Do we?
We need characterization from all these characters.
Do we need the Vegapunk information? If
It's
we do
all
this going
connected,
into...
Christian. We don't know what the Mother Flame is. We don't know the intentions.
Yeah, but if we knew this going into Egghead, I don't think it would be too much different.
Lucia didn't get blown up yet.
Alright, yeah, timeline issues.
Right.
But I feel
I
like
think it's better. I think it's better played out like this. We weren't ready at the time. We were doing way too much, way too quick. We were. This is before Wano.
I know. But then we could have been talking about the Dawn and shit.
We didn't know that, you know, Poseidon's in. Not Poseidon. Pluton's in Wano. We didn't know about the Vivi stuff. We didn't know about the prophecy. We didn't know about the sovereigns and Vivi.
Yeah, but it wouldn't add extra layers to it.
Yeah, but now it connects properly.
Okay.
Other than the giant straw hat.
Now, of course, we're bearing the lead here.
What?
We cut over to Marijoa. We see a new hype man, Eric.
Always down for a new hype man.
A man has been executed, Eric. We see this man. We see the executioner. Former ruler of God Valley. Hype. Isn't hype.
Right.
Supreme commander of the Holy Knights. Stocks just skyrocketed, Eric. This man enters the market at a premium. This man enters the market at a premium price.
Right, premium stocks.
Premium stock right here. They went on the market premium.
Do you think this? Do you think it? Christian, of course, Figarland.
Figarland.
Said Figarland Garling.
Eric, the Figarland
name,
last name, raises this man even a higher level.
I was gonna say, if this man was just like Charles or whatever.
No. This man has a hype as fuck design. This man looks like a guy you can fight.
Right.
He doesn't look like Top Man, a guy you can't fight. Because he looks like a fucking stooge, right?
And of course,
Garling.
The man's got a sword.
Man's got a sword. Man has a high beard.
Zoro fans invested.
Eric, his head is a moon. We all know.
Well, Christian, if you look closely, it's more shaped in a world government symbol. If you're gonna look at it face on.
If you look at it, we're doing multiple things here.
Right. There's various things going on, but moon shaped.
This man has a moon-shaped head.
Now, for people who I didn't know, Christian, I gotta explain this. The Figarland name was first dropped in Film Red, referring to Uta's blood lineage.
Because they thought
that Uta was actually Shanks' daughter, which she isn't.
Yeah.
But that would imply that Shanks is indeed a Figarland.
Yes.
And also Shanks was found in a treasure chest at the end.
We'll get into the Whitebeard theory. It's gone wild though.
Okay.
An old theory, but it's come back into light because of this chapter.
More layers on the God Valley incident, Christian.
When are we in this flashback?
This has to be one of the last flashbacks.
Can we please get a movie? Give us a movie.
Pivotal event.
Give us a movie.
That's why we didn't get in one, apparently. Because Garling would have been there.
Oh, of course. We can't spoil the Garling. No.
So what do we think? Roger, Garling, Gar.
He has to be he's a legend. Is this the lurking legendary?
Could be.
Is this the mysterious lurking legend?
Now, why are you willing to give this man Yonko status, Christian?
Eric, Eric, he has the... This is why. The Dragon's words. Once the Holy Knights are active, then we start sweating. Not the Admirals, not the Gorosei. Alright? And then, we know the Holy Knights are Cabanians, and that's confirmed.
Right. They take care of celestial business.
They take care of business. Alright? 2, or 3, the man has a hype design. And you know Oda gives the hype design to the strong characters. Alright? He doesn't make Mihawk look like a fucking stooge. He doesn't make Carter look like a stooge. Big Mom, terrifying designer. So like she's kind of goofy, but she has a terrifying design. Alright? Blackbeard, gross, disgusting.
Shanks,
peak. Shanks, peak. Alright? He gives the strong characters hype designs. You know, Alkainu, Zoro, Luffy. They don't look like stooges. There's no stooges in the top 10. Alright? You know, got the Admirals, they look cool. Even though Grimble's a stooge. Man. I'm saying from a design perspective, he has a design. Right? He has the sauce. Are you buying the sauce on Garling?
I'll say this. This man's a secret man. No one knows about this man. He doesn't care about your titles.
No.
About plebs titles.
No, he doesn't care about plebs.
Can't touch this man. Title in question.
Mihawk's title's always been in question.
Fraud Watch.
Now, this week, the Gorosei have been in question. Why? Because of their title and their portfolio position. I do not believe these characters are stronger than Garling. Are you gonna?
I'll agree with that, but I don't know whether Gorosei still fit.
Garling has to be stronger than Gorosei.
Sure,
Why?
I agree.
Because he's introduced
Hype.
with the sauce.
He's got the God Valley title.
He
That's
has
the
God
automatic
Valley in his name. Former ruler of God Valley.
Shanks' father gives him infinite levels as well.
Of course, the Shanks connection.
Shanks' grandfather,
We know hype.
father, uncle,
Eric,
who knows?
Shanks connection. You know there's hype.
Right.
You know there's buy-in.
I've seen the Admiral fans use this as a Shanks had the authority to stop the war.
No.
Why did the pirates stop?
How can you stop?
Why did Blackbeard stop? Blackbeard didn't go, "Wow, you're a Figarland. I'm not ready to fight you yet."
No, I'm not. I don't want to get packed.
That's not what
I
happened.
want to get packed up by Shanks. Eric, give me the full red. They say step aside, Shanks, when you take your daughter. Shanks says, "I don't think so.
Yeah, touch it.
This is a family. This is
Or-
family business."
Knocks out fucking Momonga easily.
No. You can cope all you want, but no.
You know what I'm confused by?
What?
Reviewers who didn't watch Film Red. You're a part of the community. You absorb all the information.
It was in cinemas in your country. You could have watched it. And how did you not get spoiled on certain things? Also,
If you're a One Piece fan and you're a reviewer, how do you not watch this film?
it's very confusing, Eric. It's very confusing. You don't want to see Shanks pack up Kizaru? You don't want to see
What
that?
happened? The Cope's crazy on that as well.
We've been through this multiple times.
Anyway, Christian, this is what One Piece is about. 10 out of 10. Peak
Eric,
characters, lore.
I can't remember who I was
reveals.
listening to, but it might have been Recon, might have been JD, but they were saying Oda is cashing in on the legacy. That's all he has to do. That's what we said at
That's
the
what we
start of
wanted.
this. At the start of the final saga, all we said is all Oda has to do is cash in on the legacy. To be greatest of all time. It is cashing on the legacy. We're getting new characters. We're getting reveals for all characters.
We've been sitting here for months and months. The world government needs a W. The world government needs more men. They got nothing.
They finally got something.
They're finally getting reinforcements. The reinforcements are on the way. They were required. The admirals didn't make no sense for the end war.
They'll be there.
They'll be there, but
Now, Ku fights Garling. Is it Zoro? Is it indeed
could
Zoro?
be Shanks.
Shanks fights his father. Slash grandfather, slash uncle,
Could be.
slash...
Redeems the family name.
Eric, Shanks is gonna fault this guy. Yeah, it's gotta be Zoro. God Knight, or Holy Knight, protects Aimu. Right hand man, maybe to Aimu, Luffy's gonna fight Aimu, the final
The
boss.
Fraudhawk title
Zoro might fight Garling,
is
The
in
right-hand man.
shambles.
Makes sense.
I know what proximity Garling has to Aimu.
I don't know about
Okay,
that. Yeah.
Did they contribute?
Well,
to
the
their
God
talk?
Valley connection, Eric. He has no
Right.
one. He has what is God Valley? It's got to be some ritual bullshit going on there. Some crazy sacrificing party island. Some fucking crazy nonsense.
Right. Who knows
Because-
what happened?
Rocks invaded that island to take out the world government. Because if he takes out Slash of Dragons, he wins. Alright? Why did Roger stop them?
Why did he? Yeah, why was he?
Why would he team up with Garp to stop that? Who knows?
To protect the world government, Christian. To protect it. The Sons of Dragons.
Why would he do that? We'll find out, Eric. God Valley is the most anticipated flashback. I don't really care about the ancient history.
Christian,
I'm gonna be
this is-
honest.
This is one of the great runs of all time from
Yeah.
Oda right now.
Eric, I don't really care about the ancient history. God Valley is the most anticipated flashback. Because it's characters we care about. Garp, Roger, Whitebeard, Kato,
Big Mom.
Big Mom, Rocks, Garling now. Aimu might be there.
Shanks and baby Shanks.
Baby Shanks. Some Superman, Clark Kent, gets put in the chest to go to safety, Eric. It gets picked up by
Roger the Goat.
Roger the Goat, raised to be a
Hey,
good guy.
Right.
You know, the pirate code. So, God Valley, most anticipated flashback. I want it more than the ancient history.
Yes.
Yes. Alright. 10 out of 10 chapter. Oda hits us with a
We
go
will
chapter.
return with Luffy.
We're back to present day. You would think so. You would think we're done with the Are we done with the Seraphim?
Please, Oda, just cut it. We don't need to see it.
Yeah.
Just cut back. Luffy's at the front of the gates.
Kizaru turns up.
Kizaru and Jay's there.
Shoot some beams. Get some hype.
Now, if Luffy fucks Jay up, are the Gorosei done?
Now, yes. Also,
Jay's the only there to lose.
if Jay beats Luffy, it's kind of like,
Luffy's not losing. I don't know what this narrative is that's coming out.
oh, because Kid lost. Luffy has to take an L.
How is
He has the Nika.
How is the world gonna shake when Luffy loses? Does it make sense?
we know this.
The only thing that makes sense is Jay getting slapped up.
2 emperors just fell. Doesn't make sense.
Right.
Alright, Barry. Can you still believe that Shanks chapter is real?
I know, I wrote it.
The GOAT chapter of all time. Alright? Always been on a crazy run. Let's go into Historical Shanks. How strong is Shanks? Every week, come to you with the question of, how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer, Shanks is stronger, Shanks is the Go King, Eric. But
Correct.
there are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. People out there that think Blackbeard's the strongest. There are even people out there who think sweatiest man on the planet, Alkaline is the strongest. There are people out there who think Mihawk's the strongest, and his title is in question every week. Every time there's a new swordsman introduced, we got question marks on Mihawk. There are even people out there who think Anu is the strongest. But they're all wrong, they're all incorrect, Eric. Because Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is the Gold King. And every week we bring 100% factual information to the table. Shanks is so strong. His bloodline is the world government's strongest fighter.
I'll add this. Anyone tangentially connected to Shanks instantly raises the stock price to top 10. Mihawk's been right on this man's coattails.
For years, for decades.
The entire series.
Eric, what does Whitebeard say? Everyone's forgotten that you fought Mihawk, but me.
What?
That's what Whitebeard says. Literally, Whitebeard's like, everyone forgot that you fought Mihawk because it wasn't that impressive.
You know what? You know how Braga spins that?
Yeah.
Shanks got famous of fighting Mihawk.
No.
False.
But there was some incident 6 years ago, we don't know what it was, but it'll be hype. But, Shanks the Gold King. Eric, moving on. Talking about Whitebeard. The theories, Whitebeard's words, Shanks, and all that kind of
I
stuff.
love Whitebeard's work. Now the people there talking about going back
To the
talking about
to
scars.
434. Whitebeard meets
Shanks.
Shanks. Now, Eric, to me, this is clear. He's talking about Roger. But it could be Oda Cap, and then he goes back and changes it.
Could be a retrospective fit.
Yeah. But Eric, what are we talking about, Eric? Everyone this week is talking about this theory.
We don't know Shanks is a part of Roger's crew back in the day at this point.
We do.
Because we found that out in Shibondi.
No, we found out Roger wore a straw hat in Shibondi. We always knew he was on Roger's crew because of the buggy fight in like fucking chapter 50. Or even less.
I don't think they said they're on the Pirate King's crew.
Pretty sure Buggy said it.
No, he said it was with Shanks on a ship. I'm pretty sure Rayleigh tells Luffy that Shanks is on Roger's ship. In the bar. In the bar.
I don't know about this one, Eric.
Okay.
The timeline's getting confused.
Chat. clear it up for
The
us.
facts of the situation, when things happen,
Right.
it's very confusing. I thought it was always known. But, anyway. Well, Whitebeard talks about it. Whitebeard says, you know, you're on Roger's crew, I fought Roger many times, I saw your face. It didn't happen in Shabondi. I read the scene today.
Alright.
It did not happen in Shabondi.
Did he say, I remember
He said Roger. He literally says, I remember you on Roger's crew, you're an apprentice.
Okay, maybe
His literal words.
Maybe this was the scene where we found out.
I thought we always knew. But
Okay.
there you go. Right?
Yeah, but people weren't hyped about Shanks.
People are always hyped about Shanks, Eric. From chapter fucking 1. Reread.
I agree, reread.
You know? But anyway, the theory's out there, everyone going back, rereading this speech, because of the words Whitebeard says when he meets Shanks. He says, when I look at your face, it makes my scars ache. The scars I got from him. Triple dot. Who is him, Eric? Now,
Roger.
for my money, it's Roger. And this is directly after Shanks knocks out all these goons with his haki. And he's reminded of Roger.
I think Oda's intent was Roger, but this might retroactively
This could be spun into Garling.
Right.
Alright? Because people have gone back and looked at their own flashbacks
It's
as those
crazy what a
scars.
crazy design and a sword will do to this community.
Exactly. That's all you need. A cool design and a sword. Alright?
And you're in.
And you're in.
Immediately top 10.
Immediately top 10. But, do we buy this theory? The intention is clear that it's Roger.
Yeah. I agree. It was obviously Roger.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. If Garling fits, Garling fits. That's fine. If Oda trying to hype this man up, I don't know who he fights. Odd. Maybe he
Zoro.
fights Dragon. I don't know.
Eric, we all know
Zoro.
the Zoro fans have attached themselves to the Garling train.
Okay.
They're on the Garling train.
This Mihawk fight is gonna happen during the fucking epilogue. So
Whenever this Mihawk fight happens, Eric. But I thought we'll have a Rafter, right? Maybe.
it'd be hilarious if
Because Bucky's gonna be there.
yeah, probably.
We'll have to have him on Rafter.
Yeah. Garling's philosophy also makes sense because he is a celestial dragon,
Yeah.
and he does think he literally is a god.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There you go. Okay.
But I'm not mad at his Whitebeard ideas. It'd be interesting. I don't want Oda to use Prime Beard as a hype tool.
You already
Because he
did.
kind of already did with Odin.
Odin.
He's going to do it again with Garling and, you know.
I mean, like, having everyone connected is kind of lame.
Yeah, but it makes sense with the rocks.
I know, but it's kind of lame. Like, can we expand the world? Like, why are we shrinking?
We
the
just
world?
did with the Garling.
But he's connected to Shanks. That's the thing.
That's high.
He's not his own thing. He's connected with God Valley and Whitebeard and all the legacy characters.
Well, it expands the scope of Shanks' character.
Sure. But, like, if everything's connected, the world feels small. You know. We don't want that to happen.
Okay.
But, Eric, I'm not too convinced about this. I mean, people have
I
been...
kind of want to see Armu's reaction to Gear 5
Yeah.
at some point.
People use this, people in the past use this theory to, like, say Shanks has an evil twin that's attacked Whitebeard and shit like that. People have used this scene before for other theories. I've seen it around. But, you know. Old theory come back, as it always does,
Right.
when new information is dropped. But not really convinced by it.
Christian, should we move to the...
Dun, dun, dun. Derek, this is going to upset a lot of people.
What do we got? Thunderdome.
Thunderdome, Law versus Zoro.
It has to be law.
People are going to be fucking
Man
mad.
went toe-to-toe with Blackbeard.
People are going to be extremely upset. Alright? I don't know how you justify Zoro being Law.
Zoro gets shambled. We've seen it.
We've seen it. But like, ally, whatever. And he doesn't have the Emperor
He
technique.
doesn't have the Emperor Haki. No.
The Emperor technique that Law has.
Right.
Because Law worked out a technique. You know, it's not always on. He has to activate it, but he has the technique.
Right.
Does Zoro have this technique? No. All right. Or Zoro fans will say
how long are they gonna drag out that female Lawson in the anime? It's gonna be half the episode.
God.
It's gonna transform. His titty's gonna pop out. Shot.
It's
gonna
Natoshi's gonna be there. Don't think Natoshi's not gonna be there.
They might do a Beppo turnaround as well. Who knows? Go crazy.
Cocaine Beppo.
Right.
There. There's like, all right, maybe Law has better haki. Maybe Zoro has better haki.
Conquers.
Well, better armament. We'll say Zoro has better armament haki because we kind of see Law use armament, but he's a devil fruit merchant.
He's a tank now.
He's couple hits.
Taking Thunderbargwas, Christian.
Taking Thunderbargwas, taking Big Mom hits,
shield.
taking fucking earthquakes to the face, all kinds of things. Law's a tank. But Law's crafty, Eric. And we all know Zoro ain't crafty. Gamma knife. Antibacterial curtain. Shock Willy. Puncture Willy. Zoro's getting penetrated.
No doubt.
And the damage is ridiculous. Also, Law's sword play ain't bad. It's not Zoro though. It's not,
It's not good.
It's not Zoro level.
He can clash, I guess.
He can clash. He gets some stuff done. But
Law wins.
Law is an X Factor specialist. And now he has a defense and a durability. This man's crazy.
And the attack power.
Island level attack power with the punctuality.
Right. Correct.
That hole is fucking huge.
Zoro ain't being Law.
And Zoro ain't taking that penetration. Right?
Correct.
Blackbeard devastated by the penetration.
Blackbeard all bloodied and shit.
Bloodied and shit. You have to give it to Law. Anyone who gives this to Zoro is unserious and should not be taken seriously.
Morge won't give it to Zoro. Morge hates Law.
Morge hates Law for some reason, but
Morge hates Law, he hates Sabo.
And also people say like Zoro would do equally as well as Law on BB.
No.
What?
What, because he clinked with fucking Kaido once? Get out of here.
BB would just hit him with a Quake Fist. He doesn't have the teleport. He doesn't have the X Factor, the tech. No. Zoro would not do better than Law on Blackbeard.
Law wins.
Law wins this.
Questions.
Move on to questions. Questions, Eric. From Malik. What did Eric do to upset Oda? He called the Gorosei warrior gods now. Ow. You didn't read the official.
You didn't read the official.
You went in cocky. You went in... you went in too quickly, Eric.
Listen, I'll say this. Oda let me ghostwrite the Shanks chapter, so you gotta pay the piper in other ways.
And this is clearly a political position. It's in the official. It makes sense.
That's on strength.
Godhead of science makes sense. It's a political position. It's not a power level position. We know this. Please stop. Don't be stupid. Even if you want to use the unofficial translation, it's clearly a political title.
No,
it's not warrior god, full stop, agriculture man.
Right.
It's not that. Alright?
It's warrior god of financial business.
Yeah. So...
Of justice.
It's a political position. It's used in Japan as a political position. It's a political position. Please. Alright?
Christian, people asking Sabo over Law? I say they're ready.
Ooh, we're the same ballpark.
Better than Zoro, though.
Sabo?
Yeah.
People are going to bring up the flame cutting technique, and they're going to get annoying. Dragon Claw.
That's Rio shit.
That is Rio shit. But Eric, moving on. From Michael J. Do you think there'll be a point in the story that will get answers without more questions?
No.
Yes. I mean, the ending.
Sure, but they will still have questions.
We'll always have questions, and they'll be directly... Not everything's going to be answered. Like... What would it be like? Like, are we going to get the answers on the full of bark shadows? No. We're never going to get
That might be
answers.
the Gorosei, Christian.
Never the Gorosei.
Right.
Yeah. 2. Will there be a noticeable difference in art? I don't think there'll be too much noticeable difference.
He's not that blind.
Just small details will be better.
Right.
Because he was complaining about that.
Okay.
Yeah. From Sidewalks. Last week, I posed a theory about law being revealed related to Vivi. I want to clarify any misunderstandings you might have and correct something you said which was wrong. I might have read the question wrong. That's part of the course.
Right, Christian's reading abilities.
I know. We're trying here. We're live. Live reading.
Right.
Doing many things at once. Previously, you said the reason Law hides his name is because of Corazon, but this isn't true. Law in his flashback tells Baby Father Buffalo that he isn't supposed to say his name. He gets interrupted before he can finish his explanation.
Does he get interrupted by Corazon?
Doing
something?
Corazon pulls him aside and says, "Don't fucking say it." But obviously they went into whatever.
Right.
Corazon does tell him not to say it.
Okay.
But apparently it's not the origin of why. Right. Derek, the rest of this theory. I'll give a better explanation on this theory and be brief as possible. Oh my god.
That's brief.
It's not brief.
Okay.
Depending on the translation... Oh,
what did he start with?
Eric, he starts with depending on the translation.
Okay.
So we're already on shaky ground here.
Okay.
Depending on the translation. Law says water is either his true name or secret name. Within mythology and history, these words can mean different things. I decided to instead use the actual Japanese word.
Okay.
Check.
We're deep in the kanji. We're taking a plane to Nippon. Okay.
We're deep in the kanji. We're deep in it, alright? Alright. I learned about this from One Piece Japanese YouTuber Dusk and Dawn. Okay. The word law uses is imani. In Japanese, words can mean we're getting a Japanese lesson.
Bro told us he's gonna
this is not a brief explanation.
Right. Listen, it's possible that they could be related because they're both a D family. Christian's doing a quick skim.
I'm doing a skim.
You can't be giving us Japanese lessons, okay?
These videos are primarily focused on the kanji and French history. You know what I mean? We know about the Battle of Waterloo. It's where Napoleon lost.
Right.
We know about this. We know about the French history here. I'll be giving a definition that I learned, Eric. He learned.
Okay.
When a person dies, their personal name was referred to as imani and was no longer used instead. The person was referred to by their posthumous name. Oh, this is too much. You said brief, and we're going deep into Japanese kanji and law. Alright, you gotta hit me. When you say brief, just say in Japanese it means this.
Okay.
Let me see if I can pull the nugget of truth out of this theory and get the actual points.
Right.
Right?
Christian's trying to digest this speech about kanji and death and various kinds of things.
Alright. So what he's saying is we're going to Egypt now.
Right.
We're going to Egypt. We went to Japan.
Right.
Then we went to France.
Now we're going
to Egypt. Right. In Egyptian, history.
Right.
Ramses' first wife is Queen Nefertiti. Nefertiti, however you want to pronounce that. Right.
Clearly reference to Nefertiti.
And Moses' name was given by the previous queen, which in Hebrew means to pull / draw out. Now we've gone from Japan to France
to Egypt
to the Bible. Right?
To Moses. Theory. Sure. Moses is in Egypt.
For this quick theory.
Just like flower Christian pulled from the weeds.
Alright. She gave him the name because she pulled him out of the water.
Yes,
water
we were
law.
aware of the Moses.
The water, Eric.
Right, the
now,
water.
Now we're going back to the water
Okay.
law situation, Eric. The water refers to the Nile River, where we know what the Nile is, okay? Lily is a lotus which grew in the Nile. Oh man! Oh man! Oh my god! All right.
Oh Christ!
All right. So we went on a journey there.
What's the conclusion?
All right. So. Alright, so basically, Moses is the secret, the water, the secret lily. Alright, and law is related to Moses in some way, and this massive theory is why. Right? I mean, it goes into the light novel. It's... Look, it wasn't a brief explanation. I'll give him that. It was not. It was a lie. It wasn't brief. It went all over the place. Look, people out there got wild theories.
We appreciate the effort.
We appreciate the effort. It did it.
Christian might read it in his spare time to dissect it.
If you want to read this theory, go on the YouTube.
It's got to do with tab. It's got to do with Waterloo and names
and Moses and names and kanji. That's how you know it's a good
Nile, the grows lilies, the Nefertari.
Holy.
Okay.
Was that maybe one of the funniest moments on the show?
Oh my god.
From Tom. Do you think the Figarland family has always been part of the Celestial Dragons, or they could have been new ones that God Valley? I don't think there's new families. I wouldn't say there's new families. I'll say the God Valley is an important location.
God Valley is important in some way to the Social Dragons.
It's probably the place where the final battle took place and they won and they called it God Valley, but you know.
It could have been Ancient Kingdom or Revenants of it or something.
From MBZ. In theory, what do you think would be the story trigger for the submarine members to turn against the world government? The Doomsday device, killing innocent civilians, outright evil shit. The cleansing.
Right.
Which was always the case. From Darkoplex, do you think that Saturn dies in Egghead? Would Garling get a title of a warrior god and get promoted to Gorosei? That's interesting. I don't mind that. Little promotion, little movement, little political machinations.
I don't think Saturn's gonna die.
But die. Luffy's not gonna kill fucking an old man. Right. Also, again, please read the official. It's not, whatever. Seems like strongest celestial dragons become holy knights, and the strongest holy knights become Gorosei. And now you're gonna be mad. Because you didn't read the official, and you think warrior god is a higher title than holy knight, and this is how we get into this mess.
Oh yeah, I don't see the Gorosei seem to be completely outside of the...
Well, they're celestial dragons.
Right, but they don't really seem to be involved in business involving the celestial dragons. The moment where the holy knights are more of an internal matter, I don't think they're connected really.
Yeah. From Ziz, hey guys, be a second hope. Hey guys, be a second hope you're well. Alright, are you well? Yes, we're good.
Yes.
Realistically, how strong do you see Garling and the Gorosei without plot holes being made from why they aren't deployed on missions? Well, it's easy for the Holy Knights because they can say you're in charge of defending the Marijola, you don't leave Red.
And they actually are Celestial Dragons, so they have that complex that the
we don't give a fuck about.
Why we don't care about the Navy? Who cares?
Yeah, the Gorosei is a little more weird because they have direct influence on the Marines.
On everyone, and they make decisions and stuff.
Garling could be top 5.
Sure.
Gorosei, I'm not convinced. I said top first commander level for the top dude. I'm not convinced.
Okay.
From Wally, do you think Moist Guard is dead? It says he's dead. You know, why would he be alive? It's a weird plot thing. What? Garling killed him. It's fine.
I was disappointed that Morsguard plotline didn't go any further, Christian. He thought he had good potential.
He thought he would revolutionize the
Celestial Dragons were beyond.
They don't tolerate this kind of nonsense, Eric. From Chris D. Time for some JoJo Stillborn Run review shows now that the manga is on break for a month. Imagine if Oda's arc goes back to how clean he used to be. The final saga will hit new peaks. He's right. Now doing part 7, we're not going to do part 7, Eric.
It's not that long. The break?
Yeah, we could do part 7. Right. From Prime Lloyd. Is Garling on the same authority level as the Gorosei? Since he was the king of the God Valley and can rule over other celestial dragons, he definitely has a higher rank.
He has a right to judge. So imagine if a Gorosei commits a crime, he'd be the judge.
Yeah, we always question like who judges the Gorosei or who judges the celestial dragons.
Right, but then there's also a Gorosei of law.
There seems to be tiers to this system,
which there really shouldn't be.
But Eric, how does the society work without tiers? It doesn't.
Right.
The society can't work without hierarchies.
The Garland's just more equal than everyone else.
That's right. Bit of Animal Farm for you, Eric. Equal but superior.
Just more equal.
We're just more better.
Right.
Well, Christy, kind of upset that Film Red spoiled the Figarland connection, the same way that Stampede spoiled Raftail/Laughtail reveal.
What no is it? No one would be saying that this was Shanks' dad otherwise.
Yeah.
So I think Oda knows what he's doing with that grab.
He's saying he looks like his grandpa because he looks old, and God Valley was 38 years ago, so this puts
could be his father.
Garling at like 80.
I mean, it could be Shanks' father as well.
Could be his father, but this character has at least to be 80.
Right. Which makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's a shoot. I mean, yeah. No. That's at least beef.
He would have been 40 at God Valley.
Or maybe we're assuming he's 40.
Shanks is 39.
Well, it could be 80. He could be 60. He could be, you know.
If he's his father, he's 60. If he's his grandfather, he's 80, basically.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's how it works.
Correct.
Could he... I reckon he's the same kind of age to Garp, maybe a little older.
I don't think Oda's ever going to be like, this is Shanks' father or grandfather. He's just going to be like this from the same family.
Yeah. But anyway, from Light Ruler, are any of the Oda silhouettes to be trusted? No, we knew this. We said this when the
correct
silhouettes were announced. We said this.
Okay.
People didn't listen. From Salty Lollipop, how much does Garling reveal change up the power dynamics of the world? Well, we got some people to fight now. The world government have some people.
The Radar and Marijo are looking high level, Christian. High chance.
From Mega T, how many important swordsmen has Mihawk ever encountered? This is the question. He's just living off Shanks' hype. We understand this, we know this. He didn't even beat Shanks. The law is he didn't beat Shanks. The law is they had jewels.
Right.
There's never been a winner.
Conclusive victor.
No conclusive victor. He never even beat Shanks.
Did he fight Odin?
Well, Odin's probably dead by that point.
Mihawk was 17 when Odin died.
I mean, you know,
it's possible.
From Kami. Did big break coming? Can you rank from best to worst One Piece, World Seeker, Pirate Warriors, and Odyssey, which are worth playing? If you like Muso's, probably Pirate Warriors. Odyssey.
Pirate Warrior full sucks.
If you like Muso's, you'll like it.
Wano arc sucks in that game.
Yeah, it's not good. But if you like the level up characters and fucking shoot beams.
No Roger in there, which is crazy.
Fucking stupid, but Odyssey is a weird RPG.
You didn't beat it.
No, because it's a weird RPG. It's good. It has all the bones, Eric, but it does some weird shit.
Okay.
Does some experimental shit. They let him off the chain to do some new age RPG nonsense. Stick to the classics. Just make a Dragon Quest.
Okay.
Just make a Dragon. You level up, you get
XP.
stats. You get new moves, Eric. Like Pokemon, like Dragon Quest, like Final Fantasy.
Okay.
You want the new moves as you level up. You don't want the new moves after you beat a story arc and then you get the new moves. You don't want that.
No.
So level ups don't really mean anything because all you're getting is stats. You know. Traversal's also weird. Like, it's kind of like, why is there so much traversal in this game?
So what? What would you say?
Odyssey is worth playing if you like RPGs. Odyssey is not good. Don't play Odyssey. Not Odyssey.
World Seeker.
World Seeker is not good. Don't play World Seeker.
What if you play it on normal?
It's not good. Don't play. Don't play.
That game needs like a year in the oven.
Did another 3 years in the oven. Yeah. Remember those snipers that just like fucking just one shot you out of the air for no reason? Couldn't even see them. Couldn't even do anything about it.
There's Zoro DLC though.
There is Zoro DLC. From Precon, how much is put into context knowing Shanks as a celestial dragon, literally descended from the king of God Valley? How did you know he truly was the God King? Because
we know.
we knew.
Doesn't really change much.
No. People saying, "Oh, this is why the girls say let him in, manager." They didn't let Dovahkiin in. It's not even like we always have context for this.
They don't like people who leave.
No. From Kennedy. First off, Shanks is strongest because the God King. I have 2 questions. Question 1, to both of you, is how difficult is it to put together a top 15 in the story currently with the addition of potentially 7 top tier characters to the verse? Alright.
Zoro says way too much. I mean, that means the animals start slipping out of the top 15.
Yeah, it does. Question 2. Do any of the characters introduced by name enter the Shanks' strongest segment? Garling, people are harping up Garling. Really? Not harping up to that level. I haven't seen anyone.
No one's saying top.
No one's saying top 1.
No.
No one's saying top 1 for Garling. So we can't put it in. Amu's already in there. So. From Darkoplex. Is it the world's strongest swordsman and world's strongest man fraud titles in retrospective? The whole point of Whitebeard's title is to be fraudulent and no longer true.
Right.
In
The
Marineford.
answer to that question is yes.
Right? Whitebeard never fought Army. It's not really why. The whole point of Whitebeard having that title is because he was the strongest and now he's old. And that's the whole thing about aging and
Marco talks about
the end of the era. You know, it's a story reason why that's fake and it makes sense. Alright? So yeah.
I mean, technically, Armor's got a sword, I guess. He stabs a pitcher.
So Darkoplex says Mihawk never fought Nosturo. I mean, like,
we don't know that specifically. I don't think Nostro's interested in titles. He's probably can beans, you know.
Zoro's, and then he says Zoro's dream is questionable now. I mean, yeah, like Oda has like neglected the swordsman shit so much. So it's just like,
Doesn't really matter.
you know, where's the swordsman guild? Who decides this title? Did Morgan just give Mihawk this title?
Looks like it.
Why does Zoro
Morgan's
care about
dishes
this?
out Yonko titles.
Does Zoro only care about this title because of Kuina cared? And why does Kuina care about this title?
Well, Kuwait is more of a female empowerment situation.
Yeah, but like, why does, like, in the
That's
context
why
of the
she
world,
cares.
but the context of the world, why does she care about this title? It didn't relate to Wano at all.
No.
There isn't some competition.
Yeah, but it was probably, you know how it is. I got to prove it to my father.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We don't know why Zoro wants it because Kuwait had it. And he couldn't beat Kuwait.
From Breezy Bird. How much is Oda gonna get hate from Eric for Holy Knights being strong as Eric's still fine with the Holy Knights.
Holy Knights are fun.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
From Harvest and Barry, Eric, the villain. Do you think that Oda forgot Fuji had bandages after the fight? He fought Green Bull and that's why he got the bandages.
Correct.
Alright. How much you want to bet no one is actually going to call the Gorosei by their names? Yeah, no one's saying. They might say some of them, like Shepard's cool.
It'll take time.
Shepard's cool, so I call him Shepard.
They'll pick names like
Gandhi is
Shepard.
always staying.
Nah, he'll be Baron or...
No,
they'll call him Noshjuro.
no.
Because of Juro,
Yeah, I guess.
See, the Zoro...
The Nippon.
They'll call him Noshjuro.
He's from Wano. You know.
They'll call Topman a Valkyrie.
Yeah. Marcus Mars.
This guy, Marcus.
Marcus. No, yeah.
I'm going Jay. I'm going Marcus. I'm going Topman. I'm going Ethan. I'm going Shepard.
Ethan's not a hype name, Eric. Ethan's like the least hype name.
Amen.
Yeah. 2. Shanks lost 20 plus years to hype up this chapter. What? After finding out his name is Shanks Figarland, the ugliest name ever.
We knew that.
Well, it's Figarland Shanks.
Right.
So you got the order wrong, which is important for the flow of the words.
Okay.
So that's where... See, this is why Harvesting Berry is not that great of a villain.
What's he saying?
Well, he said the name is lame.
Figarland Shanks. That's good.
That's what his name's not actually Shanks. His birth name.
Right.
That's like the name
Roger
gave him. So, you know. 4. It turns out Whitebeard and Shanks showing up in Marineford weren't big enough deals to warrant the God Knights, Gorosei, and Aimu getting involved. We know this.
There's no reason for the God Knights to get involved.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't care.
So, the God Knights...
The Gorosei is a different question, because they actually are invested in the outcome. And the worldly duties and worldly things. The God Knights would not give a fuck. They'll just sit on top of Marijoa.
Well, if Whitebeard pushed into Marijoa, then they would fight.
Yeah.
Because that's their territory, that's what they give a fuck about.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Gorosei have an invested interest in the world.
Yeah.
So them fighting doesn't make sense. Correct. Aimu would probably do something if they turned up to Marijoa. I'll give Aimu a pass on that. But the Gorosei, not really.
And he's upset about Akainu getting nothing. Akainu will get something. He'll get something.
Might just be a Zara fight at the end of the day.
From the man himself. Saint Figarland Garling. Mihawk versus Garling, who takes the W? I mean, like, come on, we have to give it to Mihawk here. Like, this man was just introduced, no feats, no nothing. He's got hype, he's got sauce.
Mihawk's got old feats.
He's cunning, he's cunning tidal waves and shit.
Sure.
Yeah. From Telecast Fanboy. Is this Shanks plot line necessary? I would have liked for Shanks to be just a random guy. Yeah. Oda wants to do like Shanks.
I think it might add some depth to Shanks.
But it will add some depth to his character, you know, who he rejects his heritage, he's a good guy, he doesn't relate to Celestial Dragons at all, that kind of stuff.
Goes back to bloodline and lineage not mattering, things like that.
From Toma, the Garling, Scar, Whitebeard, and Garling we brought a bit through this
Potentially.
Oda could retroactively say yes.
Right.
From Abhishek D, the Celestial Dragons married between families. Like, let's say the groom is from the Figarland family and the bride is from the Doflamingo family.
I imagine it's very controlled.
I mean, they all look like freaks, so you would say yes.
You'd have to be very controlled, very picky about genetic splicing, unless there's some slave action going on, which is probably...
They wouldn't accept that as legitimate children.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what the political situation is there. From Bindle, when do you expect the God Valley flashback to occur now that we have more important context to do with reveal to Shanks' uncle? Whenever Garp wants to talk about rocks at some point when he sees Blackbeard and it says, you remind me of rocks, and then we get a flashback.
We got Garp who can deliver it. We got Rayleigh who can deliver it.
I'm going to assume Dragon was there as a younger man.
Next to his father.
How old is Dragon?
50, 55, something like that.
Is he?
Yeah, he'd be like 14, 13.
I don't know how old Dragon is, but
maybe
Dragon's there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, he would have been what? God Valley's 40 years ago, right? 40 years ago. So he would have been 15. Could have been there with Garp as a young
Marine,
soldier.
maybe. We'll have to get the actual age of Dragon, but yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why Dragon knows about the god. I don't know how secret the Holy Knights are because the Navy talk about them, but whatever.
From Dart, Eric. From Dart. Will we finally get time for To Your Eternity Chapter 1 review? We got a full month. Dart,
No.
you've been asking for years, and Eric has rejected your request.
I hear it's some freak shit.
It's not. Apparently it's just a shonen, but no one talks about it, or no one's ever heard of it.
Dart's a weird man. He's still got that deal going on.
What deal?
Dart. Was that the other guy? Who's got that deal going on for $100?
I can't remember what you're talking about, but, you know. Yeah, Bud Access, $101.
101?
Yeah, it's been like that for months. He hasn't raised the price.
Inflation, Dart. Maybe about...
From Rygo, Eric. Law in the Rain versus Hawkins with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You gotta give it to Hawkins, Eric. He pulls out that mysterious red herring.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards always win.
He pulls out that god card he has but never used
card.
it.
Right.
He pulls out that card he never used and mentioned for no reason. And he probably wins. Some hags
Magic
bullshit.
Cylinder, Law loses.
Yeah. From Joe Trope. Who saved Vivi, Wapple, and Morgans? Yeah. It's not really a question, we know that.
Morgans did.
I mean, you know, Wapple ran out of the room with her in his mouth, and he ran into the ship, and then, yeah. So, yeah. That's what happened. And that's the end of the show, Eric.
We're going on break. It's going to be a long...
It's gonna be tough, it's gonna be rough. Alright, but we come back.
We'll leave on Garling.
We leave on Garling, we leave on hype.
A little bit of Shanks sauce, Christian.
Oh, we love to see a little bit of Shanks sauce. A little bit of backhanded Shanks sauce. Not direct. But there you go. Shanks has got king.
Good night.